hey everyone, hey there Rainbow, hey Kenji. I'm here with my guest from last night, Fanbased, who is doing his own stream over on
Welcome.
Twitch. Shoot, I'm gonna go ahead and reset this to get the storyline at the beginning. Now, I've already streamed this
Wattjet
once.
cannons.
What's that?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I already streamed this once, but I forgot to save it on Twitch. And I figured I'd go ahead and do it again before moving over to Terranigma and point out the differences. I'm just going to do a quick speed run here.
You install Blazor?
Yeah.
How fast do you think you can beat it?
I actually almost considered playing the Japanese version to see the differences. They've censored a lot, but I figured, nah. I noticed that my talk is like sticking on Ventrilo. Is that causing any issues with you?
I don't even hear it sticking, man.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if maybe you were hearing the game audio or anything.
You've done something like that commenter. You fixed your sound quality or something.
Right. Just like King Edward in Soul Blazer, King Magritte is a horrible bastard. Illusion of Gaia. I don't know if I just said Soul Blazer.
Oh, man.
Really, I think in Terranigma there's also a king who's a bastard. Like, I just don't trust royalty when it comes to JRPGs. Yes, trading the lives of everyone in the world for one gold piece each. That's a really great plan. What are you going to rule over?
The animals.
The animals? No, the lives of the animals were traded for gold too. People in the chat, how is the voice quality between the two of us? Can you hear us both? Alright, sweet. Soul Blazer, first in the Gaia trilogy. Originally called Soul Blader. Probably a good change.
Soul Blader?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty Western.
Well, last time I played, I named the character after myself, but considering that Solid Arm referred to the character in the first game as Blazer in Illusion of Gaia, I'm gonna go with what he said.
What did he say?
He said that the canon name for the character was the Blazer. I'm getting some input lag here. I may have to reload the...
I hear, on the vent or the XSplit?
On the game. Like, I touch the controller button and it just kind of...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Shit sucks.
Interesting side note, part of the localization, they changed Gaia and Dark Gaia to the Master and Death Toll respectively. Last time I played this I wasn't 100% on that, but I did a little bit of research and that's confirmed.
Oh, I tried Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
And how was that?
You know, It's alright. I
That
thought
was,
Far Cry 3 is pretty bland myself, but go ahead.
Far Cry was what we were playing over here that one night, right? On PS3?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I
You
thought.
played it over here too. Jacob and I were playing co-op in it or something.
I remember because that was the night I was
But,
playing like Wild Arms and Ridge Racer and whatnot.
Yes. But, don't get me wrong, the graphics are great and all, but the AI is very repetitive, and it just doesn't seem like you're really doing anything. You just keep running into the same encounter over and over. There is a story to it, but I don't know. I actually got bored with it.
One thing I really do like about this series is the first game is not really that amazing in terms of gameplay and plot. I mean, it's a fun game, but I feel like Quintet really, with each new installment, took the time to think, okay, this is what works, we're going to keep this. This is not very good, let's redo this. Let's change it.
What are you changing?
The gameplay, they took elements that were good and kept them, elements that were bad, got rid of them, and you can really see that in Terranigma. It's the best of Soul Blazer and Illusion of Gaia put together.
I see.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to reload the game after a little bit. This lag is just awful. I'm gonna order that capture card this weekend after I get paid tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how that does.
I'll probably still stream Super Nintendo games via the ZSNES because I really enjoy how clean the graphics are and the fact that I can play the games on an HD TV. But like with the PS1 games, I'm definitely just gonna run it through the PS3 and stream it that way. I'm hitting Illusion of Gaia buttons and getting the wrong responses.
Right.
Let's see if I can beat this without dying. I think that would be a good goal.
Are there different, I've not played through Soul Blazer. Are there different weapons in it?
Yeah, in Illusion of Gaia, you pretty much kill demons using your flute, which is kind of badass, but kind of, like, ridiculous at the same time. In this, you've just got, like, a little toothpick sword. Now, actually, I found that using the flute with the main character, Will, it was, like... I feel like originally I felt like it was harder, but once I actually played through the game, like when we were I was fighting that mummy queen while talking to you last night, I actually think he's best in boss fights because he's got that invulnerability and those skills.
Better than your overpowered one?
Yeah, definitely. The overpowered one was that one where you would just turn into liquid and you didn't know when you were going to turn back into solid and the enemy might be on top of you.
Yeah, that's overpowered.
One thing that interests me about this game is the mechanics make it so that you pretty much constantly are holding your sword out and crab walking around. Because it's just more efficient to fight that way. Yeah, Kenji, I definitely agree. I do love swords if I have a choice of weapons in a game, but swords are very overdone. Illusion of Gaia is the only game I can think of where you use a flute.
No, I was thinking too on the realm of weapons, like shooting weapons. They don't have to make them look like M4s every time in AK-47s. He's saying the sword is overdone. I think we keep trying to do the realism too much. If a model looked fine, and you can make it do so many different things, almost like Borderlands, those games, I would love to see more of that.
Oh, I agree about the Ys games and Tower of Druaga. I have been meaning to play all of those. I apologize. If I talk to people in the stream, it's going to sound like I'm talking to you. I'll try to address people by name.
I got my full screen up as well.
My only problem with the Ys games is, like, I'm not sure which one I want to play, because there have been, like, 24 ports of the original two. But I feel like I probably want the most legitimate classic control scheme, so I probably do want the one where you walk around and poke things with your sword. Here in some of the remakes, it kind of updates the controls. The PSP? Didn't you say you had some of we were referring to them as YS, on PSP?
Me?
Yes, you, I'm sorry.
Are they on there?
Yeah, 1 and 2 are. Okay, the one on DS is the one that makes it Zelda-like. So yeah, I might...
played the ones on PC.
PC, okay. I could be wrong, doesn't Steam have those?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they've got them up there. It's unfortunate those games aren't multiplayer, because that would make them so much better.
I absolutely agree. It's, wasn't Tower of Druaga multiplayer, I thought? At least the second one where you had both Gil and Key.
Are you asking me that?
No, I was asking Kenji. Should I just call you by your Twitch name or your actual name?
Oh, it's Griffey.
Okay, Griffey. That works.
I was gonna say, I'm not quite that.
One thing I love about this game, this is the only game I can think of where an elevator will talk to you.
It's the healing machine that talks to you in Fallout New Vegas.
That sounds very Chrono Triggery.
It's that was pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna save the game and reload to get rid of this input lag, then I'm gonna leave the stream going. The only one I've actually played is the stuff in the Namco Museum collections, Kenji. I don't remember. I know I could control both characters in the second game, but I can't remember if it was multiplayer or if it was just made for me to control them. Alright, reloading the game. I don't know what it is, but with this emulator, it's just like... I'm definitely not thinking of Gauntlet, but I have played Gauntlet occasionally, and I never understood it as a kid. It's something if I went back, I would probably like it better. Griffey, have you played any Gauntlet games?
Like for the Dreamcast and all that.
Did they have one on Dreamcast?
Maybe I'm thinking wrong. There's definitely some on PS2, right?
Yeah, I remember people talking a lot about Gauntlet in, crud, I think there was one on the 64 that people were really into.
Yeah, I think that was a port to the PS2 possibly. And I think I don't know why I'm thinking Dreamcast for.
Whatever Gauntlet Legends was released for, that's the one that everyone loved.
Yeah, I played that. I definitely...
Yeah, that was 60.
Picture in my mind of the first level. Like those ogres are running out and you're beating on them.
I admit I'm not paying close attention to this dialogue. What's that?
I was gonna say they had like a new one on the PS2 after that one, and it wasn't very good.
It's convenient that she named me what name I chose. I am gonna go ahead and talk to every NPC and like actually leave the text on the screen long enough for the viewers to read, but since I just played this like a week and a half ago, I'm not too concerned about it. On the plus side, I remember a lot of the little things I talked about that I pointed out, so I can point those out again. I guess someone taught this guy to turn things with lefty, tighty, righty, loosey.
Is he one of those dead skeletons?
The dead skeletons. No, actually, I'm not sure. Kenji, I don't know if you watched the rest of the Gaia stream last night, but the death toll that we were taking track of ended up at 84 or 85. I can't remember if we counted Seth. Yeah, exactly. It's insane. I don't think too many people actually died in this game, but we'll keep track of that too, I guess. I better equip this armor. Yeah, the mine was the worst part. That's where the most bodies were. One monster layer remains. Oh, okay. I've still got slide input lag, but it's not nearly as bad as it was before.
Did you restart the game?
Yeah, I reloaded it up. I think part of it might just be the game also, because I was having zero problems with with Illusion of Gaia last night. Yeah, I thought the graphics were done very well in the early Super Nintendo games, Kenji. It was like, I remember when I was like probably around 6, when we first got a Super Nintendo, the difference between Super Mario World and Mario 3 was just like mind-blowing. I've never felt like that again. I didn't feel like that with the N64, with the...
Felt like that with the Wii version. They're short-lived.
Yeah, I keep thinking I should get a Wii, but I figure why bother? I might as well just get a Wii U if it has backwards compatibility.
lean more towards like platforms and stuff too. Like I said about the only good RPGs like Xenoblade. But,
which I definitely
Tales
would
games,
play.
you'd really like that Tales game since it has monsters in it. You collect them just like Pokemon. And they transform and stuff.
It's a very interesting way of looking at the Blazer. I never even thought about the fact that it does look very Breath of Fire-y and Phantasy Star-y. I'm not worried too much about GameCube backwards compatibility. I still keep one hooked up. For Phantasy Star Online, online play, which I believe the Wii wasn't capable of. Really? Was that actually announced? Because I've been waiting for GBA games on the 3DS forever. Excellent. Right. And I only just got the 3DS in January, so I'm definitely not an ambassador. So, are you still playing the same character, Griffey, as you were last night?
Yes.
What level are you up to?
19.
Okay. And this was a game that we would be able to play at the same time on multi?
Yes. I've got it on Steam, but and the thing is, you have the best control with the mouse because you can move your cursor quickly. But you can do that X pattern thing where your cursor is one of the sticks per se. But
Right. I would almost have
it doesn't
to.
really defeat the. It doesn't defeat the clicking though.
I'm actually thinking of
Like,
doing
you
a
set,
Legend
like,
of
your-
Zelda stream, Kenji. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were talking again there. What was that?
Oh no, go ahead.
That was all I was gonna say. Just that I might do a Link to the Past stream at some point. It's a pretty short game.
Good game.
I do like that they carry over the magnet ability that you pick up dark gems with from this game to Illusion of Gaia. I can't remember if it was in Soul Blazer or not. Or Terranigma. I'm mixing up game titles now. In A Link to the Past, Kenji? Yeah, it does seem like it happens pretty... And the better you know the game. What I'm actually thinking about doing is some hardcore sequence breaking, just for fun. There was one time I tried to do a run where I would put in codes after beating each boss to save and quit so that I didn't have to pick up the heart containers, but I could still get the pendants. And I was trying a run with only 3 hearts. I made it to the 5th dungeon, and that's where I couldn't continue. It was just too hard. The 5th dungeon in the Dark World, I mean. But I feel like that might be an interesting idea for a stream to try that again. What was really brutal, Rainbow, was that I had the, since I was also cheating to take the hearts out, I also kept the regular sword, and I didn't use the Master Sword. And that was part of my problem. the uncle's sword was not programmed to deal damage to bosses later in the game. So the only way I could kill bosses was with the hammer or one of the other weapons. Yeah, the no sword runs. I've never done one of those. I don't think I have my spells turned on. Yeah, I do. So, what is your weekend looking like, Griffey? I'm thinking about doing something, I believe. Tomorrow I was going to work. Now I'm probably just going to stream Terranigma. Saturday, I think I'm wide open, though.
Yeah, I'll probably be in town.
Okay, if you'll be in town, that's fine. I could also come out. I was thinking about renewing my PlayStation Plus account so that we could do Resident Evil 5 if you were still game for that.
Yeah, and if that other one's not too big, you should download that too. What was that? It was like a multiplayer Uncharted.
Oh yeah, the Uncharted. The awesome thing about that is, like, a week after we were talking about this, they released the entire Uncharted 3 game for free on PlayStation Network as as one of those free games that they've got.
Did you have that one yet?
I do not. My PlayStation Plus ran out probably on the 6th, I think. I would love to scream. I hear a man scream and I'm mixing stuff up. I would love to stream Resident Evil 5, Kenji, but unless I get the capture card before then, that's... as of right now, all I can do is stream PC or emulated stuff. I'm not sure how long that would take to show up, but that would definitely be a possibility. Now, here's a question, Griffey. Your PC is pretty decent for streaming, yes?
It's alright.
It's alright.
If you had trouble with streaming some of that Resident Evil, you might be able to try it here as well.
That's what I was asking for. I was curious about, Mr. Monster Lake. Oh no, it's down there, that's why. Because I was gonna say I could just boot up my export account, and...
Exactly. And it would just be linked to your, site, whatever, or your dashboard.
The thing is, if it's a capture card and not just ran from the PC, I'm pretty sure it won't be nearly as bad.
I'm thinking it's got to be compressing it somehow, like the capture card. So I don't think you'd be getting the full force of it because your PS3 is running it. But to run anything, you know, higher than what we've been on, we still would need a higher processor just to... not even the processor so much as the higher internet speed, right?
Yeah.
So you could have a higher upload. I didn't mention that yesterday, but that's the truth. Like a higher cable would allow us more upload. Definitely gonna get better quality out of that because you're sending more instead of less. So you'll get it and you'll see what happens. You'll still be able to stream other stuff, but
yeah,
you'll find out for sure.
I'll be able to stream everything up to PS2 at least. Dream Run, that's a plot element, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Question, Kenji, were you and I and Tira the ones talking about Resident Evil the other day? I could swear that something was mentioned about looking for the GameCube games. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought that this NPC's mechanic was interesting. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. No, I remember Resident Evil 1 and 2 on PS1 just from screenshots. Like, I get the feeling it'd be like Silent Hill 1, where it's playable, but just the scare factor is non-existent because of the graphical.
I agree. There is. Remember with Resident Evil 1, there's a updated one, an HD version?
Are we talking about the GameCube ones?
No. I think they made it. It might be released for PS3 and PC.
Really?
There's an HD remake of Resident Evil 1, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I would definitely be into that. Oh, apparently, according to Kenji in the chat, Resident Evil 1 on the GameCube looks so good that it looks better than Resident Evil 5 and 6, so that's we're gonna have to find that. Now, here's a question. Do you or anyone in the chat know about multiplayer and which games have it?
I know all about co-op, man.
Okay.
I've played everything except
Yes, Resident
most
Evil.
RTS and oh, Resident Evil wise?
Yeah. Okay, only 5 and 6 have it apparently.
And I don't know what he thinks about 6, but you heard what I had to say about it.
That it was awful?
Man, I tried the PC version at least, but maybe it's I don't know if it was ported, but the aiming felt terrible. Like I said, I even turned auto aim off, and it's still auto aiming and stuff. I was much more pleased with 5.
Everyone in the chat is talking about how much they hate Resident Evil 6, so you're not alone.
Yeah, it's just, they screwed up, man.
Okay, guys, Umbrella, Darkside, and Raccoon, what consoles are they from? Or are they handhelds? Okay, PS3. You know, getting back to the game for a minute, I really feel like the storyline with Lisa is one of the best parts of this game, but God help me if it isn't way more rushed and shallow than what happened with Will and Kara on the raft. I apologize if anyone in here has not seen the Illusion of Gaia stream. This stream is definitely going to have a few spoilers for that since it's already been played. Still not going to say anything significant about Terranigma until I start that one up, though.
What is the secret of Gaia?
The secret of Gaia? Well, I would assume that the Solid Arm is the secret of that, and that's the guy I'm going to run into shortly.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, there's the brick walls that that architect guy... Yeah, what's up, Rainbow? I like that I've got the chat over on the PC screen with the XSplit window, and I can just, if I'm trying to look at the chat, I can watch the gameplay and keep playing, looking at that instead of the TV.
Yeah, you've been liking that new TV.
I would be definitely open to that, Rainbow. What we're probably going to do is, if I'm got the capture card by then, Griffey and I are gonna play. I don't know if we're gonna stream it, but I have no problems with playing multiple runs, especially given the unlockable stuff, the extra costumes.
Yeah. We could definitely try on mine, like I said, if it doesn't work out on your laptop or something. And if we got so into it, I could just take my tower over there at one point.
Yeah.
If you had a monitor.
What is Merc mode,
I mean,
Kenji?
you got your TV.
Okay, horde mode stuff. I'm always game for that. This little kid is one of the most dick NPCs in this trilogy. I hate him. Oh, by the way, Kenji, are you able to play NetPlay with ZSNES? I ask because on Backloggery, Tiro mentioned that he would be game for some Secret of Mana and or Seiken Densetsu 3, and I was going to do multiple runs of SD3 with different party combinations. And since you guys seem to be my most common viewers, I thought it might be fun for the three of us to try to get together and do a run, if you'd be into that. I believe I was also talking about doing Secret with Rainbow. Mic chat is optional, but if you have Ventrilo or are willing to get on the mic, that would be rad.
Ventrilo is so easy too.
I agree.
After you get your setup done, it's good quality. Hardly runs anything in your processes. Very simple.
See, everyone always wants to use Skype, and I sympathize with that, but the problem with streaming is I'm maxing out my bandwidth to get the decent quality that I have in my picture.
And that's going to use picture, right?
Yeah, Skype will take extra resources and probably slow my thing down. I'll have to lower the quality possibly. I won't swear to that, because Super Nintendo is like very light on resources, but...
Yeah, I know you can use it just to talk and not video, but it's still, there's a lot going on with that program.
Let's see what else this goat has to say. These goats, oh man. It's a good thing they're not near goats, they'd be kicking my ass.
Near goats, yeah.
Yeah, Ventrilo, I can send you those links, Kenji. I can also probably get you the ZSNES with the NetPlay, because we need the exact same files in the same directory to get it to work, and that's just easy.
Yeah.
Okay, dungeon
Just
time.
RAR it.
RAR, yeah. Am I not holding the paintbrush? No, I'm holding goat food. What can't be good, Rainbow? Oh, okay, I missed that part of the chat. Tulip. I may actually have to pop out of the stream in about an hour to watch Burn Notice. But if that's the case, I will be back at 10. I'm probably just going to marathon this game straight to the end in one episode. Well, 2 episodes if I have to leave the stream one night. What I'm really looking forward to is Legend of Mana again. I felt like that was probably my favorite in the series, despite the occasional negative reception that it's gotten.
Stream that. Is that PS1?
Yeah, I'm probably just going to go ahead and stream all of my PS1 games that I do on PS3. Yes, PS1. I hated the goats in Nier. Oh man. They were doing more damage to me than the demonic, like, creatures I was fighting. Although, I will say Nier is definitely one of the best games that I've played this current console gen. That's one I'd love to stream, but my capture card is only going to be able to do the red, yellow, white hookups. I can never remember if those are component or composite.
Your RCA cables?
Yeah.
I think it's component. And,
Yeah?
you can still get 480p.
Exactly. I mean, the PS3 doesn't look completely awful in 480p, but I definitely prefer the HDMI. I'm a little spoiled when it comes to that, since that's all I've really used it for. The only time I use the red, white, yellow is if I'm playing a PS1 game, because I like to run it in a old SD TV so that it looks right. I may go ahead and try to emulate Legend of Mana just so I can get a multiplayer game going. Because at least that way I could play with someone online instead of having to arrange times to get together in person.
It's for PS1, right?
Right. What I might do is just play through the game on PS3, and if anyone wants to come over and play occasionally, that would be like how we did with Second Densetsu 3, basically, where Jake and I played the whole game ourselves, and you popped in when you could. Now, how interested would you be in playing more Marvel Ultimate Alliance, by the way?
Yeah, I'd play it.
Because I am
they got a
definitely...
free-to-play one on Steam.
What's the deal with the one on Steam?
They have a free-to-play one on Steam.
Oh, that one. I forgot
don't know
about
if
it.
there's controller support.
I would give that one a shot. I'm definitely just thinking Ultimate Alliance because it plays so much like NORAD.
Right.
That's another thing I would love to have the capture card for. I mean, I've already beaten NORAD on the easiest difficulty, but I've got 2 more difficulties in another game, Return to Arms. Kenji, do you know
Yeah,
if
there's
Ultimate
a lot to do.
Alliance is multiplayer through online? And sorry, Griffey, what?
Oh, I just said there's a lot to do in Return, too.
Yes. Oh, I misread your abbreviation wrong. You're talking about Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm actually thinking about getting the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 port on PS3 just so I can play online without having to worry about unlocking everything. That was the big problem with the Dreamcast game. It was fun to unlock everything, but at the same time, sometimes you just want all 56 characters ready so that you can just play.
Yeah.
Burnout Paradise, what was that? What was the genre and console?
PS2.
Ugh, Persona 4 Arena is an amazing fighting game. Like, I have to say, as far as like fighters go, I play JRPGs and 2D fighters primarily, with some platforming on the side. I was a BlazBlue fan for the longest time after those came out, but Persona 4 Arena like totally took the cake for me. Took the cake. What does that even mean? Yes, Noel, she's amazing. I actually find I did really well with Jean and Ragnar. What's that? Ice car. Okay, here we are. We're at Metal Mantis or Solid Arm, depending on if you're playing this or Gaia. The hidden boss in Illusion of Gaia. For those of you who missed the stream last night, for collecting all 50 red jewels in Illusion of Gaia, you get to go to a hidden dungeon and fight this guy, who is actually the jeweler Jim, and has been manipulating all of the slave trade. I really loved that plot twist because it just was interesting to me that a minor boss from the first game played a major role in the plot of the second game. Oh no, well he was this easy that
like
time.
Hitler.
Like Hitler? What?
Played a minor role in World War I, but
That is actually a brilliant way of putting it. I never thought of it that way, but I guess Hitler would be the final boss of World War II.
they should do that more in games. Tie in those characters like that.
Oh, I definitely agree. No, the Solid Arm was much harder in Gaia, but I did find a little technique that allowed me to kill him pretty quickly. Persona 2. I actually have been thinking about playing Persona 2, Innocent Sin, with the translation patch. So, Persona 3 was a highly suggested option for streaming this summer, so what I may do is do 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm a terrible Persona fan. The only one I've actually beaten was 1. But I thought 3 was
Dot hack
really
would be a
good.
good one.
Dot hack was great. Like, my biggest problem with Dot hack was the fact that it is not really online. It's just simulated.
If it had the PSO online, that'd been great.
Yeah. With the instanced stuff.
Yeah.
See, the problem is if they had made Dot hack online, I feel like they would have like messed with the balancing issues, and like leveling up would have been much, much harder. I just wish that it had the multiplayer aspect. I think that would have made it more interesting.
Well, that's what I was going towards. It should at least have, you know, like the co-op network, LAN.
Now, I feel you, Kenji. I usually do play as a female because of that. When playing Final Fantasy XI with Rainbow, we've just started back up on that. I actually made a male character for the first time in ages just to switch things up, and I find that I kind of enjoy it. Final Fantasy XI, I'm actually pretty into it. I'm not an MMO person, but for some reason it appeals to me. Oh, the male main? No, I dig it. It's at first I thought I wasn't going to like it because I'm a Mithra person. I really like the cat girl, but the longer I play with a character, the more it grows on me. And yeah, that's the thing. If I'm playing an MMO, I mean, I gotta look at this character for like 200 plus hours. Underneath all the I would not have picked up this this hint when I was younger. But I think I've talked to everyone, just making sure. See, this definitely ties into the main themes in the Gaia series in general. The reincarnation, regeneration of the world. How is Final Fantasy XIV? I have not played it yet. I'm not necessarily planning on it right away. This pass will get us in there, but I'm not even going to bother using it yet because we won't be able to use the item we get until, like, almost the end of the game. Yeah, fetch quests.
Final Fantasy XIV is for console as well.
I don't know if it is on console yet, but I believe it will be. Fetch quests are like a big part of why I hate MMOs most of the time. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, it dumbs down the character that gives you the quest and just the reason for even doing it.
Greenwood, that's a town about 80 miles from where we are. But Greenwood is definitely not the same in this game as it is IRL. Kenji, I so read your message wrong at first. I thought you were talking about the show Archer, and I'm like, no, you can't not be a fan of Archer. It's like the second best spy show after Burn Notice. I would actually actually say that Greenwood is my second favorite, or favorite area in the game. I can't really decide, but I enjoyed the forest. Yeah, we're making okay progress. If I keep up at this pace, I should be able to beat the game in about 6 to 7 hours. I definitely agree, Kenji, to a point. In 11, I'm probably going to make a monk my main character. I was doing white mage, but the soloing for white mages is just awful. Yeah. That input lag is getting me. Kenji, have you played Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game? As a beat-em-up fan, I'm going to guess you have. One of the best games I have ever played. It takes everything awesome about like Streets of Rage and River City Ransom and rolls it into one. How about Double Dragon Neon? Have you given that one a shot? I wasn't a big fan of the original Double Dragon games, but I loved Neon. Neon was like really addictive. I played that for a while. I actually never finished Neon though. A friend and I were playing through and we kept getting stuck on the stage with the helicopters. These enemies are killing. Yeah, that was the one. It was the big mech thing at the, I don't know if it was the end of the stage or not, we never beat it, but it was like a big tank, that's what kept killing us. The enemies in this game were occasionally really nasty, I will say that. Really love this series. I so wish that they would make more. I mean, I guess that's what I was bitching about last night, the fact that Quintet went under, and it's not gonna happen, but I feel like the closest thing that we're ever going to get to more Laser Gaia games is Dark Cloud 1 and 2. Which admittedly are really good games, but... And I'm about to die. See, I'm not playing Streets of Rage 3, but 2 I played obsessively when I first got my 360. Because of the achievements, I actually managed to beat Mania mode for the first time ever. See, the only Ys game that I actually have is the Ark of Napishtim, which I've never gotten around to playing, like many of the other games. That's why I'm on backloggery, I guess. I am really tempting fate by not healing. But I knew that I would find that medical herb. I still have to say, my main issue with multiplayer in games is, like, the games that really deserve it are the ones that don't have it. I mean, Star Ocean 2 would have been amazing with it.
Oh yeah. I guess it's just easier.
Right. I'm very curious about what the deal is with Square Enix renewing the Star Ocean trademark. I'm really hoping that they have something that feels like 2, but is multiplayer.
I agree. I'd be interested in that. I'd be interested in open world in the Annie game, to tell you the truth. But
what I'm really liking is Kingdom Hearts 3 and the rumors about online like gameplay. I'm hoping that means jump in, jump out co-op in the main story, not in a little mini game.
right.
Oh god, Symphonia. I love Symphonia. We never finished it. Griffey and I were playing it, and it just was scheduling.
Yeah.
That is one thing that I would love to do some streaming on. I'd love to get some Tales games with like 4-person parties. That's just the main problem with streaming multiplayer stuff, getting everyone together at the same time. I did not see the Nintendo Direct Rainbow. What's the deal with that? And yeah, that's right. I'm hoping that they don't do what they did with Birth by Sleep, but I'm betting that's what happens. Oh yeah, you mentioned X to me, because I thought you were talking about the anime by Clamp. Griffey, did you ever watch X with me, or was that Jake? I forget.
What's X?
I guess not. It was a post-apocalyptic series.
No, I've not seen that.
It was pretty epic, but it just kind of ran on and on at times.
Yeah. There's a lot of animes that do that.
Now, I got a question for you and everyone in the chat. Favorite anime series? If not favorite, one of favorites.
I sleep.
What is it?
I don't know. Maybe I'll put Vampire D in there.
That is one that I feel like I really need to watch. I've seen, like, chunks of it.
I've seen a couple of, I don't know how many there are, but I've seen a couple of movies that are pretty good.
Yu Yu Hakusho is interesting. I liked what I saw of it, but I didn't see very much. As my Twitch handle clearly states, my favorite is The Slayers. Vision of Escaflowne is definitely way up there, as is Knowing. Battle Angel definitely would stand a good chance of being my favorite if they had more than 2 episodes, because that is my favorite manga.
Oh yeah.
And I like the trailer for Gravitation, but I still haven't seen it in the show.
Ronin Warriors.
Is that the name of a series? I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yes. It used to be on Cartoon Network.
Toonami?
It ran with other shows. Yes.
See, my problem at this point is I've seen so many of these shows that I find it hard to just pick just one.
Yeah, you asked what was your favorite anime.
Yeah. Ooh, Cowboy Bebop, that's a good one. Even though I've only seen half of it.
Outlaw Star is not bad.
I think you were talking about Outlaw Star a while back.
Hey man. What was
My
up on
friend
YouTube?
Chelsea's really into it. Or possibly Angel Links, which is a spin-off of Outlaw Star. I can't remember which she told me to watch, but... At what point did they run it into the ground, Kenji? I'm not, like, being snarky. I'm seriously asking, because I've only seen up to the 2nd season. Okay, now, did you watch the dub or the sub of Sailor Moon? Because I've only seen the dub. I started watching the sub, and I was blown away by the differences in soundtrack. Like, it completely changes the mood of the show. I'm gonna be honest, like, I prefer the dub just because that's what I grew up on. I've got mixed opinions. I like what I saw of the sub, but... Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned Sailor Moon while I'm playing this game, because, like, back when I first got this game, when I was probably about, like, 13, I used to listen to other music while playing video games, and I did listen to the dub soundtrack at certain points of this. I smell something really strange. There's an outhouse. Delicious seeds. I have no clue why a squirrel is carrying around a level 5 Psycho Sword. But I'm not gonna complain since he gave it to me. Well, here's Turbo, the dog that's in every Quintet game. Well, not every Quintet game, most of them.
Cyclone?
What's that?
What was his name?
Turbo? We had a discussion
Turbo.
about this during the Illusion of Gaia stream. In every Quintet game that I can think of, except for possibly the ActRaiser games, there's a dog named Turbo. It's not always the same dog, it's just the same name, and what I'm thinking is one of the developers probably had a dog with that name.
Are you thinking about doing ActRaiser?
Actually, I am thinking about it. The Japanese version is interesting in that it is much more difficult during the action stages, but easier during the simulation stages. Cat named NES Advantage. But yeah, ActRaiser. What I was thinking about doing with that, I found a patch that puts the Japanese version in English. So I'm thinking of going back and rather than continuing the stream that I was doing of the Japanese version, just patching it and starting over. Oh, Turbo Controller, I get it. I'm sorry I ruined the joke by making you explain it though.
If I could get that controller patch to work for Xanadu Next, I'd love to stream that.
Yeah, the games in the Xanadu series were pretty good. Was the Shocked a PS1 controller? I don't want to swear to it, but it sounds familiar. Oh, I misread your dialogue again there. I thought you were actually talking about another controller with a name. Because I do remember, like, in the early PS1 days, there were fancy names on controllers, like in the back of EGN2 magazine, where they used to have their ads. I did not notice that. Oh, completely random side note that I forgot to mention when I was in Dr. Leo's painting. I'm kind of wondering if the hidden dungeon in Illusion of Gaia was one of Dr. Leo's paintings also, considering that the same boss was in both dungeons. It definitely had, like, that quality of the painting to it. And here we are with this sprite. I keep wondering if these guys are actually the Moon Tribe from Illusion of Gaia, or if they have just reused the sprite. I like to believe that they are the Moon Tribe, just for the links between games. Nothing inside. What a worthless treasure chest. Isn't that just like one of the biggest letdowns when you find a treasure chest and it's just like, nope, nothing in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That actually was something that really interested me, Kenji. Like the first time I played this game through, I'd never actually played the entire game before Soul Blade or Illusion of Gaia. Gaia came first for me. So when I actually saw this sprite in the game, it kind of like just took me aback for a minute. Getting killed by scorpions. Oh, hey there, Tiro. You said it was Tiro, right? I'm trying to get the pronunciation right. Tiro. Okay, got it. My Japanese classes that I took a few semesters ago, have corrupted the way I pronounce R-O. I always want to pronounce it Ro.
Ragnarok Online?
No, not yeah, I see what you did there, but no, the way the kanji or hiragana and katakana work. R-O, ro, or ro is a one of the what's the word I'm thinking of? Syllable that's frequently used. Oh, by the way, Tiro, Kenji did say that Seiken Densetsu would be a go, most likely, so I'll let you guys know what the deal is with that in the future. I'm going to finish the Terranigma stream before I consider doing anything else, but after that all bets are off, and Blazer released a dog. If you need, I can send you the ZSNES netplay file with the game, with the ROM included. And do you use Ventrilo? We were talking about using that. No, I do not use Hamachi. I tried. I never was able to get it working.
It's pretty difficult. I've had it kind of work before. It's really different from game to game, it seems like. Some of it's working fine, some of it's freaking out. It's pretty much the ad hoc plus party we were talking about in Japanese.
Alright, that works then. Basically, Ventrilo is, for the sake of two-person, well, three-person in this case, conversations during gameplay. A lot of people prefer Skype, but I like Ventrilo because it takes less resources, and I'm maxing out my bandwidth to stream in clean quality. You don't necessarily... What's that?
For you if you ever need.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
I could host a ventriloquist.
Host, yeah, that's true. What's interesting is the server uses less resources than the client.
Yes, which makes sense because you're hosting a broader scope of things than just the client's just you.
Did I say Steam? I may have said Steam when I meant Skype. I don't remember. Ooh, don't walk on that. That's hot. As I was saying though, voice chat for the stream is not necessarily necessary. It's just, if you don't mind, that'd be probably an interesting way to go. I've asked a few people who were a little shy about talking during streams. I don't know, I find that the
chat and ventriloquist.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, the more I talk during streams, the more comfortable I get doing it, and the more people are watching that I can converse with. It's just when I'm sitting there talking to myself like I do during the ActRaiser stream that it gets awkward.
Stream like me. Don't talk to yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know what you're talking about.
Filthy. Let's see, what time is it? 8:50. Why not? I'll take some damage for that. Clops means no.
Oh, I got a boot, baby.
How is your dog? I've not seen him in forever.
He's insane. He's constantly begging to be pet 24/7. He got a full brush today. Brushed him down, got a bunch of hair out. And I also took my electric razor and took off the extra hair on his legs and his tail.
I never even realized that dogs had that issue.
Well, PetSmart didn't do it, man. They said they were gonna trim them up too, and they didn't do it. So I just did it myself.
What is the breed of your dog? Didn't you say that he was a mutt?
He's a mutt. He's really smart though. But he almost looks like a mini lab. You know,
I could definitely see that. He has a lot of those features.
It's all black. It's a black dog.
Yeah, I made Rainbow a mod just in case. I really don't see myself having any issues with needing people moderated, but I figured since when I'm gaming and streaming, I can't really do anything in the chat without leaving the game. I just figured it would be nice to have someone.
Channels in there too.
What's this, channels?
If you ever need to separate. Yeah. You can put different channels in your event. You know, it could be like a...
Oh, okay. I was talking about the Twitch mod in the chat.
Never mind.
Yeah, I go to another stream occasionally where there's a mod, so I just took the idea from there. Pretty much Alt-Tab. That's one reason I really want to get that capture card so that it's not as big of an issue.
Oh, you won't have to Alt-Tab then, that's right.
Yeah. And the sets they have on eBay are pretty good. They come with the splitters and everything that you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Screw it. I'll just absorb damage. I'm gonna go save in a second anyway. Alright, if I shut down the stream for an hour, will you guys be available at, let's see, it's Eastern time for me, so at 10 in an hour? Because I can repost the links when I'm back.
You're gonna watch Burn Notice?
Yeah, that's generally my Thursday routine. That's like one of those shows that I just like really look forward to. Deadly Premonition, what is that? I've heard of it.
Oh, it's for 360, right?
It may be. I'm not sure how fast I'll be able to beat this, but I'm considering starting up Terranigma tonight if it's early enough, since I don't have to work in the morning anymore.
Yeah.
My boss said just come in Monday, so I don't know if I wish to continue.
What's your job?
I will be back briefly. I'm gonna go check and see what my dad wants to do with this episode. Japan equals church evil. I love it. That's pretty much the impression I get, though.
You can hear that weed eater in the background.
Yes, the commie stuff, definitely. Alright, I am going to go ahead and go watch this episode. I'll be back in an hour, and I'll go ahead and post links to the stream again when I'm good to go. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll be back shortly.
Signing out.